everybody. Today we're going to be doing a full face of Chanel using a lot of the new Chanel Fall 2020 products, which I swore I was not going to pick up. But of course I did, and achieved this beautiful look. So stay tuned to see how I got it. Hey guys, today we are going to be doing a full face of Chanel. If you've watched my channel for a little while, then you know that I used to work for Chanel half a lifetime ago. And I have a special place in my heart for the brand just because, obviously I work for them, and I do love the Chanel aesthetic and most of the makeup and clothes and purses and the list goes on. But I did do a video with one of the re-promote eyeshadow quads. I'll put the picture above, which was a eyeshadow quad that has a red element to it, but definitely has more of that brown neutral tone for most of the palette. In using that, I was really impressed. That's the experience. And I'm not gonna even try to say it in French because that would be a disaster. In using it though, I was really impressed with the quality. I actually liked the look of it. I've used the Tom Ford Burnished Amber since then, which also has, it's more of a cranberry, but similar color story. Long story short, I decided to go and get a couple other pieces from the new Chanel collection. So let me show you what I picked up. I did pick up a few things from the most recent collection, and I will be picking up Holiday whenever it drops. And I may or may not have pre-ordered the foundation, the Beiges foundation, before it became my no buy, low buy September. Just, you know, it's possible I could have done that. Who knows? Okay. So I picked up one of the nail polishes in the new collection. This is the lighter shade. The name is, yeah, right. Eyeshadow. I don't know. It's the lighter shade. It's like the pinky shade. There was also like a deep red shade. I don't generally wear dark shades on my nails, although at the moment I have on a relatively dark shade, but, which, sorry about that. But I tend to do like cooler, like lighter shades. I'm not, my nails chip. You know, I have friends who are like, oh, it lasts weeks. I'm like, I don't know how your stuff lasts weeks, because my stuff lasts like a day if I'm lucky. So I tend to go with shades that'll kind of blend in with my nails so you won't notice as much that they are chipped. I picked up the waterproof eyeliner in Romance, and I also picked it up in Psyche. When I saw these shades, I thought they're way too pinky purpley for me, but what I realized when I was looking at them was that the Psyche or Psyche, depending on how, I think it's Psyche, I think that's how it's pronounced, which is the darker shade here, I think would be fine because it's actually more of a browny plum, and I think that will be fine with this color story, so it'll actually look nice. The other color, Romance, I'm gonna use it as a lip liner. I'm not gonna use it as an eyeliner. As a lip liner, I think it's gonna be really pretty. And since it's waterproof, I think that might work. I got the re-promote of the lipstick color in Adrienne. This is just a really good neutral shade for me. I feel like I had it at some point, but don't have it anymore. And then, because I figured this look is gonna be kind of intense, so a neutral will be a good thing to have on the lips. And then I bought the eyeshadow quad in Provocation. So that being said, let me pull my hair back. So if you're completely new to my channel, first of all, hi, welcome. You would not know that I don't like pinks or purples. They're just not my thing. I don't enjoy those colors. So me purchasing this quad, I will admit, it's a little outside my comfort zone, but sorry about the sneezing in the background, that's my dog. That's Remi sneezing. Because of course he is. Remi baby. So I'm gonna take the Chanel Beiges. This is the Eau de Teint foundation. It's not really a foundation, guys. I have to say, it's like a tinted, I don't know what it is. it's got this weird, miraculous, I wish I could explain to you through camera what this stuff does, but what it does for me and what it does for practically anyone I've ever seen use it is it gives this incredible glow to your skin. And it does give coverage, but it's like the lightest amount of coverage. Like it doesn't, if you have skin that, if you have a complexion that you're really trying to cover up things, this is not the stuff for you. But if you're comfortable in your imperfection, because we're all imperfect, and you just want to bring out like the best of your skin, this is amazing. It just, if you can see on camera already, like it just makes my skin look glowier and healthier. Like I run 2 miles every morning, which I don't. I did ride today though. My Peloton is like my favorite thing these days. But if you're looking for a little bit more coverage, and so I have some redness around my nose, my cheeks from rosacea, I use the Vitalumiere Aqua foundation. And like I said, the new foundation, the new Beiges, will be out very soon. If not already by the time this video goes up. And I just dab a little of this through this area that does, in my opinion, need a little more coverage for the look that I'm doing today. What I would tell you is that on like a normal weekday or weekend, I would just use the eau de teint, because it leaves just such a pretty look behind that, you know, I don't really care that there's some redness to my skin and that there's, you know, some imperfections. You know, that's my skin, so it's what it is. But I will say, with the look that I'm gonna do today, because it does have a red cast to it, it's probably a good idea to try to tone down the redness in my skin so that it doesn't compete with the look. So now that is on. I do not have a Chanel bronzer, but I do, well, I do and I don't. I have the Chanel, the original Chanel, Soleil Tan de Chanel, which is the tub of goo that never seems to go down. So I don't have any Chanel brow products, so I'm gonna go with my tried and true Gucci pencil, which I've been using. Talk about a product that I'm gonna use up really quickly. This thing is dwindling down fast. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Chanel Alazane blush. I use this in my video with the Experience palette. It has more of a peachy tone to it than a pink tone, which I think will be better for this look. And I'm not gonna put a lot on. And then I have the Beiges, the Sheer Healthy Glow, the highlighting fluid. I use this and the Rosy Light Drops. This one has more of a gold, like a gold sheen to it. Of course, the Rosy Light Drops has more of a rosy. You can put this all under your foundation to make it more dewy, or you can put it on top as a highlighter. It's a light highlight. It's not, you know, very shimmery or over the top by any means, but it's very pretty, and I like both of them, the Rosy Light Drops and the Beiges. They're both beautiful. Let's head in to the shadow. So I picked up a new Chanel brush just because I haven't picked up a Chanel brush in a while. And these are new from Chanel. This one is the retractable dual-ended eyeshadow brush. You've got this on this side, and then this one on this side, a little bit more pointed. I generally don't pick up dual-ended brushes. I don't know why. They seem to be of less good quality, I guess. I don't know. But I actually like the Chanel brushes that I have. They're from years ago, but I do like them. You know, they've always worked well for me. Okay, so let's bring you in closer when we do the eye look. Oh, gee, okay. Now you're very close. I know I should have really, you know, known that was coming. All right, so basically the way these shades are, you have This is how Chanel always does this. You have a light, a medium, and an intensify. What I mean by they always do this, they have like, they'll say light, medium, dark, whatever, but they don't have names. The name is the name of the quad. The colors are just the colors that are in here. So I think for the purposes of what I am doing and my coloring, I think we're gonna do something a little subdued to start. So I'm gonna take this very light pink shade and I'm gonna put it all over the eyelid. I know you guys are disappointed. You wanted to see something like crazy, right? Maybe later. All right, so I'm gonna go with my Chikuhodo eyeshadow brush. This is like a big sweeping brush. And we're gonna take that light pink shade and we're gonna put it all over the eye. My purpose in doing this, in a way, guys, is to show everyone that even with a quad or a palette or whatever it is that isn't necessarily your color story or isn't necessarily, you know, the thing that you love, you can make a really beautiful, nice look. I will be honest, if I didn't have this channel and I didn't have all of you watching, I would not have picked it up. And here's why. For me, pinks and reds are not my thing. There's nothing wrong with them. I love them on other people. But for me, I'm not like, ooh, I need to have that. But there's many of you out there who do love these shades and are really interested in these quads and these color stories. And I wanna make sure that I'm providing the content that you want to see. So, you know, people always ask me, they're like, well, why'd you pick that up if you're not gonna use it? That's what the purpose of this channel is. If I only wanted to buy makeup for myself that I was gonna enjoy, I wouldn't have started this in the first place. So hopefully this is helpful to all of you. I did not pick up the other quad, which for the life of me, the name has left me entirely right now. I'll put it above. One of my good friends did do it though, Yadi of Yadi Beauty. She did use the more intense red quad. She has a deeper skin tone than I do and it looked stunning on her. So I really do think that this particular color story looks better on a deeper skin tone, which is frankly awesome because most of the time, you know, brands don't necessarily take that into consideration. So I think that's great. But I would say if you have a paler skin tone like mine, I think you are safer with this quad or the Experience quad. The other quad, which name is now gone, I think it's gonna be a little red and intense for you. Although, again, it's really a matter of, there are no hard and fast rules to this. If you like that look, then you like that look. So please, don't listen to me, go out and buy it. But I wanted you to see on my skin tone what something like this would look like and how you can make it work, because you absolutely can. I just think you have to be a little bit more careful about placement when you're putting on the shadows. Okay, so I did that light pink all over the eye. It's actually a really pretty light pink. It reminds me a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit of the Rose Decadence by Pat McGrath. A little bit. I think those are just the shades this year, guys. I think pinks are gonna be really big. I don't necessarily like that, but okay. It is what it is. Okay, so we're gonna take the, I guess it's the medium pinky shade. We're gonna go with the Chanel brush, the fluffier side. And we're just gonna go in the outer corner with that. It's definitely like a hot pink color. Okay, then let's go in with the brown shade, which they're calling the Intensify shade. And we'll go in with my Sonia G Mini Booster. And we're gonna run that through the crease here. And on the outer edge. Do the same thing on the other side. Going with the Wayne Goss 03. Nothing on the brush. We're gonna take the hot pink shade. I'll going back with the Chanel, like the fluffy side. Like one side's more like flat, you can kind of see. And then the other one's more of like a crease. So we'll go in with the flat side and that like plummy shade and put this on, just like place it. Oh, it's actually a pretty shade. Like it's not my shade, but running that again through the crease to just intensify. I'll go back in with the brown shade, the mini booster again, run that back through the crease. Okay, I'm gonna take my finger and go into the lightest pink shade again. I'm gonna put that, place it like in the inner corner and then towards the middle of my eye. And then I'll take a little bit and just kind of sweep it on the brow bone area. Okay, I'm gonna take the Sonia G pencil. I'm gonna go with the brown shade first, lower lash line, and then I'll go back in with the plum. And then we'll do the eyeliner. Okay, now I'll go with the plum just on the outer edge. Finished look with just the eyeshadow. I don't have any of the eyeliners on yet. Actually, I think it's a very pretty sort of romantic look. It is not my look. For me, it's too pink. But if you love like pinky shades and you love this kind of color story, this is very pretty. It's actually not that pigmented. Okay, so I realized that we didn't actually swatch because I forgot. So let's swatch and then I'll do the liner and then we'll do mascara. So let's start with the lightest shade. And these actually feel really good when you're swatching them, guys. They feel like very smooth. They feel really nice. So that's the lightest pink. This is what they call the medium pink. This is what they call the medium, and it's got more of like a purpley shade. And then the brown. Those are the 4 shades. Definitely outside of my comfort zone. No question about it. Like these are not shades that I would automatically be drawn to. They're not shades where I'd be like, oh, that's the color story for me. But I recognize that, you know, a lot of you out there really do like this color story and love pinks and purples, and you know, this would be right up your alley. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the thing that I think is called Psyche. I don't actually know. And line the upper line with it. Now I am probably gonna get asked from at least people who know me well why I picked up this one, because it is, you know, like a purpley brownish color. 2 reasons actually. One, I don't have not one, purpley eyeliner in my entire collection. Like none. I don't have anything that has a purple cast to it at all. And you know, for the purposes of this channel and for the looks that I'm gonna show all of you, hopefully for the years to come, I should have something that has a purple tone to it. That's just crazy. 2, I've seen other content creators use this and it doesn't really look that purple. I mean, yes, it does have a purple cast to it, but it's not like purple or pink. The other thing is, I love these liners, and I actually want to pick this particular type of liner up in Purple Chalk. It's a really good shade. It's like a purpley chocolate. That's a good one. These, if you're not familiar with them, are waterproof liners. They stay on through anything. They look really beautiful. They go on well. If no one's ever showed you, at the bottom, there's a little sharpener. I'll see if I can show you next, like go like this. There's a little sharpener because people always ask me, they're like, well, I like them, but you can't sharpen them. Yes, you can. It's in the bottom of the liner. Snaps right back in. So that's why I picked that up, because I literally don't have any purples. And I thought, you know what, this will be a little bit different. I actually think it's a very pretty shade and I could use it with a lot of different looks. And then I'm gonna pick up the Purple Chalk for the holiday order when I do the holiday stuff. So I gotta remind myself of that. I'm gonna use the Romance on my lips, so we'll get there in a second. Mascara, let me put on some mascara, curl my lashes, put on some mascara, and then we will move to lips. Okay, everyone, we are back for our final look with mascara on. So I've been using the Chanel, this is just the Volume de Chanel, this is the regular mascara, but what I'm using with it is the primer, the base mascara that they have, that white stuff. I have to say, that does really work. My lashes are definitely thicker and longer with the primer. There's no question. In fact, they are probably twice as thick and long as they usually look. So, I mean, they're not actually thicker and longer, but they look thicker and longer than they usually do. So I would say if you're interested in the Chanel primer, I would certainly pick it up because it works, as you can see. Okay, so let's go on with the powder. This is the loose powder. I picked this up in one of their new shades. This is the Natural Finish Loose Powder in, I'm making sure, 12, which has like a cooler, pinker kind of undertone to it. I'm going to use my new brush that I just got in the mail from Beautylish. This is the Hachiko story about the dog. Let me show you the, here we go. This is like a ceramic base. Isn't it beautiful? I just got it today in the mail and I'm very excited. So I'm gonna use this, swirl that in there. I'm actually really enjoying the Chanel powder. This brush is incredibly soft. There we go. I think that looks really nice. So it's a very illuminating powder. I would not say that it's a mattifying powder. So if you're interested in something that has kind of like a illuminating, dewy kind of finish, I think this is great. If you're looking for a mattifying powder, I would suggest the Chantecaille. For lips, I think I'm gonna do the Romance eyeliner. We'll try it on the lips, see what we think. Well, I can tell you, as a lip liner, I love this shade. Like, if they would make this into a lip color, like a lipstick or a lip gloss, I would buy this in a second. I love that. Like, that's like my perfect lip shade. I mean, it's like, it definitely has a pink to it, but it's like a bronzy pink because it was meant as an eyeliner, so it has like a brown undertone. It's really pretty as a lip liner, guys. That looks, I mean, I love it. Yeah, that's awesome. In fact, I kind of just want to leave it as it is, but I do want you guys to see what the Adrienne looks like with it. So I'll go ahead and do that, but I like that just the way it is with this look. I just think that actually looks really nice. All right, we'll go with the Adrienne. We'll see how it looks. And if it looks bad, we can just go back and just do the Romance. But as an eyeliner, I love that. I mean, as a lip liner, I love the Romance. I do love the Chanel lipsticks. Brings me back. First of all, like the smell, the scent, and just the feel of them. They always feel great. The Chanel does a great job with their lip products. I did a video recently about the Chanel Teint, the ones that literally last through anything. I'm picking up a couple more of those shades. I'm actually gonna have one of those shades in my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I won't tell you which one, but that's gonna be in there because it's one of my favorite things. But the lipsticks and the lip glosses are amazing too. You know, if you asked me, like, from Chanel, what was the one thing you could have from Chanel, it would be really hard for me to choose, but it would come down to either their blushes or their lip products. And I know lip products is broader, but I'm cheating a little bit. I love their eyeshadows and I think they have some beautiful combinations. But if I were to tell you honestly about eyeshadows, Chanel is not what comes to mind. My favorite eyeshadows and my quads and those types of things, it wouldn't be Chanel. Chanel would not be number one. But if you said blushes, it's probably Chanel. Chanel is probably number one. And if you said lip products, Chanel is either one or two. I'm always impressed by their shade range, by the way the lipsticks feel. The Teints are outstanding products. And the lip glosses are some of my favorite. They were called Glossomers back in my day, and I had like every single one of them. I think they're beautiful, and I always think, you know, they just add that extra effect. A lot of times I'll just do a liner with just the gloss over it. I just think that looks beautiful. So what I would say, honestly, guys, this particular fall line, when I first saw it, I was like, nothing, I don't like anything in there. That was my thought. Now, I would tell you that I like the Experience, which is a re-promote quad, the best. This, though, I think actually came out really nice, and I think it looks pretty. Will it be something that I reach for every day? No, but you know, I think it's actually like, it's a nice option for me because I don't have anything like that in my collection because I don't ever buy pinks, blushes, that kind of shade range. I just don't do it. So this is a nice option for me to have. So I think that's good. The eyeliner I actually really like, as I said, I don't have anything with a plummy undertone at all. So I'm happy that I picked that up. The Adrienne lipstick, I love the shade. It's a re-promote as well. The Romance, I love that as a lip liner. I mean, I'll tell you how it works out, like whether it feels weird after a while or something, but I love it. I love the shade of it. And the other products were products I had before, obviously. The powder's new. I'm loving the powder. This brush actually worked really well, and I think it's a nice brush. So if you're interested in the Chanel brushes, there's a bunch that have just been launched. So I like that. The nail polish I haven't tried yet, but I will. I think that's it for today, guys. It's probably enough. So thanks so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe if you're so inclined, and I'll see you in another video really soon.